Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's report to the cloud. I'll get to you later. Hey, it's the Buzz Reporter. Welcome to New Food Reviews. I am in San Diego. Can you believe it? I know it's like my fifth city this week, and I'm heading to Las Vegas tonight at midnight. So I have Denny's, who is the proprietor of Banh Mi Huan restaurant. You see in his shirt right here.
Yeah.
And he's been someone who's been recognized, the foodies, the bloggers, the newspapers. I'll put up some pictures. He's been getting reviews all over the place. This is a hot chef and proprietor owner who has a background in finance. Denny, welcome to New Food Reviews.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for inviting us. We're going to do a review of some of his most popular and famous dishes that he's going to explain some history about. But Denny, we've got to talk real quick. Okay, so you're from Vietnam.
Yeah, born and raised in Vietnam, and I grew up in San Diego.
And you grew up in San Diego, which is quite amazing. But yet you named your restaurant. So this is a coastal town or a region? Where's this?
Hoi An is a small coastal town in central coast of Vietnam. That's where my grandma came from. So we decided to name it after the area that she grew up in.
Amazing.
And Hoi An was a very small town back in, I guess it was one of the original port of Vietnam. And then that's why I got a lot of food influences. So the Hoi An food had Chinese, Japanese, French, and Vietnamese influence. So it's a amalgamate of different type of different backgrounds.
Oh, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
So one big question we have to ask, I know we're gonna do I think 4 or 5 dishes today, right? To review. So given your background in finance, which we should talk about. So you're actually you're a business guy.
Yeah.
And then you come from out of the corporate field, say, I'm going to open a restaurant. So give us a little bit of your background and then how you did this restaurant and now it's become the hot talk of the town.
I grew up here. Actually, I'm a local school. I graduated from University of California, San Diego. And then after that, I got my MBA from here as well. And so I spent 20 years in corporate and a lot of banking. My background was in corporate finance, financial analytics.
Yeah, that's been doing pretty good in that field. And
it was good, but I was never really enjoy what the experience there. So when I get a chance, I got out and opened this restaurant. This is my first restaurant and something that I kind of like new to me.
Really?
Yeah. So I basically learn as I go.
So how many years have you been open?
We're open. This will be our 7th year. So this July will be our 7th anniversary. Yeah.
7's a good number, right?
Yeah, that's good.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And it's amazing how many reviews you've gotten. You know, San Diego Union Tribune. I'll put the article below. They did a whole spread. They sent a whole crew here.
Yeah, spend a day here, and we go through our menus and.
It's amazing for a newspaper to spend that much attention on you and to feature you. That's really amazing.
Yeah, we were fortunate to have them come out, and now it's been a good collaboration with them.
Well, I'm really excited. So, so guys, just for 1 second, I'm gonna show you off screen. So you might have a little shake, but that's okay because you're gonna be amazed at what we have. Okay, so because rather than holding up the dish, we're just gonna show you. I don't know if the light is gonna work that good. All right, we'll try it both ways. All right. So, yeah, you can lean down. Try it like that. We're gonna put up. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. So you have to explain. This is a specialty dish of yours.
Yeah.
And this is beef.
Beef. Yeah. So this is what they call the shaken beef.
Oh, right. Got a shaken beef.
The name came from the fact that when you cook them, you don't. Not a typical stir fry, so you got a really hot wok or plate, and you just really quickly sear the outside of the meat, so you shake them.
Oh,
that's why they call it shaken beef, and you add all the ingredients as you shake them, and they come out on a hot plate like this. So I think it has its background in a French dish. It's probably like the steak.
The steak, and it's got
got onions, garlic, and bell peppers.
Okay.
Yeah. And a little bit of soy sauce and hoisin sauce. Yeah.
There we go. That's amazing, right? All right, we're gonna do a taste test, of course, and this comes highly recommended from the chef himself. So you've done an innovation that's pretty popular for this part.
And then Vietnamese food. When you go to a restaurant, you ask for chicken beef, and you kind of like judge by how if they make it right,
right,
and then they have a
especially for that.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah.
So they know it's good food when you like certain dishes that you restaurant gotta learn how to make, right?
And so you,
Yeah.
you will put a rice, on the dish first and then put that on.
Yeah, usually just a little bit of rice. Some people like them with
Okay, there's the
little
rice.
salad just to
There's the rice.
yeah.
And our salad. So this is the Vietnamese salad. So maybe you can explain a bit
Yeah.
about this. I know the shape is daikon or is this?
It's a pickled carrot and daikon with some tomato, green leaf lettuce, and some chopped or sliced cucumber.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the dressing is the fish sauce based dressing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's real simple and quick salad, but
So the proper style, of course, I'm gonna be using chops and
Yeah.
stuff. So the, little bit of rice and then salad with it and then the meat on top or? how
yeah,
would you-
usually rice and meat, and then you use the salad as kind of
Chaser?
yeah, just a chaser, kind of like it's a palate cleanser kind of thing.
There
Like
you go, the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
And so because of the rave reviews about you, have you thought about, doing a, cookbook?
that just someone suggested that I should do one, and I've been thinking about. So it's not completely out of the question. I just need to find some time and
Then you
sit
said
down,
people come
think
over
about
from the food channel came by, or the chefs from the food channel,
I have
so
a
this
couple,
is,
yeah.
this is popular.
Yeah, so actually this what's his name, Brian Malaki.
Well, Brian Lucky, yeah.
Yeah, so he came out, that's the first thing he asked for when he came in here.
I would think that Wolfgang Puck would be have a taste for this.
Yeah.
And being a friendly guy, he could introduce you. to
Yeah,
it, so-
well,
Oh,
that's
that is amazing. This is it, we'll just a little bit of rice and then we'll do the salad to taste it. But we have to make mention of this for part of the dish.
oh,
We'll have to get a third person to hand this together.
okay, yeah.
So this drink is pretty well known, but it is explain it like this.
It's a passion fruit tea. So it's green tea with passion fruit, and then the jello now there is a mix of different fruity
So it's almost like a boba, but.
it's a
fruit.
boba but
Yeah.
with fruity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
fruity jello. So a little bit healthier than just dough.
But you have to have your boba straw.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
So,
And that one's actually really popular here, especially
In San Diego?
Yeah, in San Diego.
Well,
Passion fruit is
if you're ever visiting San Diego, you're most obviously flying through the airport. This is only a few minutes away from the airport. So obviously gonna be hungry after your trip. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. Now, this flavor, now how is it mostly described? Like what people taste? It's like.
it's kind of sweet and tart at the same time.
Yes.
It's refreshing, I guess
It's
that
very
one.
fresh,
Yeah,
especially for summer, right?
yeah, it's for summer. That's right. Yeah,
For summer drink. Okay.
it has green tea in it, so it's actually had a lot of antioxidant.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
but you don't really taste much of the tea because the passion fruit is so strong in flavor. That
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But then I have to ask you, so you went from business, say, oh, I'm gonna open a restaurant. I mean, so obviously you already were cooking or experimenting with different things. And you thought, hey, people like my food. Maybe I should go in the store.
Yeah, well, my cooking started actually back in college in my undergrad. At the time, when there's not a lot of food in school, so I lived on campus in the apartments on campus, and they didn't have a lot of food. So my roommate and I usually we get out of class around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and all the on-campus food facilities only shut down for the day. So I kind of like, oh, I guess we might have to learn how to cook. So that's how I get into cooking.
Right?
So at one point, I was cooking for the home building.
That's right, right.
Yeah. So just went, full college student, right? We didn't have a lot of money to go out and eat. So
And you should mention that you're self-taught, like you didn't
Yeah.
go to culinary school.
I know it just, yeah, Vietnamese food. And then I like cooking. So it helped to relax me. So I start cooking a lot around finals.
No,
Just-
is that to avoid studying or just to calm you down?
Both. It's just like procrastination and then also just more of a relaxing thing for me. And then when I'm done with schools and start working, I always like to cook. So we do even while I was working, we have a lunch group there that we cook at lunchtime,
Oh my God.
and at one point was out there in the back of the building cooking everything up, and then even the CEO came by, and then he actually supported the whole idea because we talk about healthy eating, So instead of going out, we start grilling and cooking, and then that just kind of like the ideas kind of stuck in my head. And then that kind of like once I had a chance to open a restaurant, I figured, well, change of career might not be
Yeah,
bad, and
That's right, right? Your
something-
second life type of thing.
second, yeah.
So I'll grab the next dish real quick, and you're watching New Food Reviews, and we're live right now, and you can catch it back on the show a bit later, and we'll have the links to the restaurant and other goodies for you as well. So I'll just give them, you can show it
Yeah,
now.
so
I should bring the soup with that. Right?
yeah, the soup come with that, and
We'll talk about the big
you put this over there, I guess. I should drop that. So this is the second. This is a. I'm going to show that. No,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, it's a pho dip sandwich. So this is something that we. I didn't invent this one, but I think a lot of Vietnamese chef kind of came up with the idea at about same time here in San Diego.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
it's a local San
It's
Diego.
a local San Diego. It started here. There's no truly not we're not sure what the origin is. Same thing with the burrito, the California burrito,
Oh,
right?
you got that
Like no
burrito?
one some people claim it come from LA, some people claim it from San Jose. So you have
I
the
claim from LA.
yeah, so the northern and southern burrito. So the dip sandwich is kind of the same thing. So everyone's oh yeah,
Now, this is a famous thing. I gotta take off my hat for the
Yeah.
dip. So you're gonna have to demonstrate. We'll do it together.
Mm.
So the dip sandwich, now for those who are not familiar with the cuisine, well, is that like a Subway sandwich? No, no, no. This is a whole different class unto itself. So the bread, we should explain about a little bit of the bread and how this is
Yeah.
done.
so this is really a fusion dish.
Yes.
So the single with the Vietnamese baguette,
Yes.
it has origin from the French baguette, but when the French came to Vietnam, special to Saigon in the 1800s, they try to replicate the French baguette there, but because of the weather in Saigon is so humid,
Right, right.
they couldn't. So when they try to make the baguette, it turned out that the Vietnamese baguette's a lot lighter,
Well, is it
and
just because of the humidity?
the
is it-
humidity was so hot,
Mm.
so humid there. So in when you bake the bread in France, when you get the real thick crust, in Vietnamese baguette, what the signature thing about Vietnamese baguette is really thin crust, and it's make a mess when you eat them, but it's really airy. I think that, and the reason for that is the humidity in Saigon that causes. So the
Right.
bread was never really, the crust would never truly form. It's just really thin and.
Must have been very frustrating to the French at the time.
It was, but
'Cause you
for
have to have
Vietnamese,
baguette.
yeah, for Vietnamese, it actually tastes really good because it's nice and easy, and then
And we're trying, this is the
Yeah.
soup dip, right? So
Yeah.
oh, well, of course, we'll do a visual on this really quick, but we do have other pictures on the side. Just click the links before. Whoops,
Yeah.
there you go. And so this soup, a little bit talk about that. Now, this is a pretty common dish.
Yeah.
Yes. And what's so special about the dip soup?
what for the sandwich is we use brisket and to make it you call pho dip because some people want the meat from pho, but they don't want to have a bowl of noodle,
Oh,
hot
yeah,
noodle. So we decided to take the meat and then we use brisket here in banh mi Hoi An, and we season that with all the seasoning that we use in pho. So all the herb, we ground it up and season that, and then I slow cook them because I spent a lot of time in
gonna
Texas
try.
before.
You spent time in Texas? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's gonna be spicy.
It's not, yeah, it's not, but very smoky.
Oh,
Yeah,
smoky.
it's a lot more herbs because of all the, and they slow cook brisket until it's nice and tender.
Wow, that's really good. So what's the official name for the soup then?
That's pho.
That's
That's
okay.
pho
Oh,
broth.
that's pho broth,
And
okay.
then, but what make our broth here is local
This is like
favorite.
the best for broth I've tried, and I've been, not say I'm an expert in making this food, but
Yeah.
I've been to.
Well, this is how we cook like the very traditional way. So we take the bone, we cook for 2 days.
The bone broth.
So yeah, so this is the 24 hours bone broth. Wow. So that's why it's so
It's
rich
not too salty, but it's rich in the way that he's saying, and it's very smooth, actually. Yeah.
and just slow cook them, and we have a special low stove for it, so
Oh.
really low heat for 2
And
days.
how much will you make at one time typically?
Typically I make about 100 gallons.
100 gallons, you hear that, folks? 100.
So I have a big pot that
Yeah.
almost
You
tolls
could
me that,
bottle it and
yeah.
sell it and, ship it.
And that's and then because of the bone broth and actually I have a lot of local doctors and I have my chiropractors
Oh,
like
Oh,
send the patient here to
for
get
therapy.
for therapy because it's good for the joint. So all
Yeah.
the ligaments and bone marrow that melt into this,
Right, right,
it's
right.
good for you. So they
That's
actually
good.
send the patient here. We have a right down the building here. We have a physical therapy doctor. So
Really?
the patient come here. He come here every week, and then he send his patient over as well. And then some local chiropractors also do that. for
That's
their
amazing.
patient.
Well, so let's dip. Let's try. So you take this
Oh,
one, I take
yeah,
this one. Okay.
yeah, that's
Okay, so folks, we're about to dip, and this is a rich tradition, actually, isn't it?
yeah. So
So cheers.
cheers. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna watch you do it.
Just so we dip it in. Yeah, and just take a bite.
Oh.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh my gosh, that combination, folks. It's moist, right? Between the dip. It's easy to chew and easy to bite, where the crust would be normally harder. So for you folks that might be coming from the dentist or have falsies, you can easily eat this.
Yeah.
That's quite remarkable.
Mhm. So you basically have a bowl of food and a sandwich.
Mhm.
In one bite, you got all the flavors.
That's right. The combination really makes it kind of unique and very clean. So what would you say your most popular dish is? The one that's coming up?
The next one is the most popular one we'll have. We go to it's
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
You are watching New Food Reviews.
yeah, so this
So we'll do it quick. If you're watching it still live, there will be a commercial inserted right now, but they're now getting a quick bite to eat because it's so good, right? We get to watch us eat. Come on over to his restaurant.
Yeah. Banh Mi Ho An in Point Loma, California.
That's worth the trip. It's off at San Diego Airport.
Yeah, it takes only 2 miles from the
Amazing.
airport. Yeah.
So why'd you pick this location? What was the point? Because you're not the only Vietnamese restaurant in this area.
And it's not, but that's only a few. So San Diego has a lot of Vietnamese restaurants, a lot of a huge community of Vietnamese here, but Paloma is not.
Oh,
Paloma is the little, for the local, Paloma is kind of off from the San Diego proper. It's a peninsula
oh, it is.
so this road right in front of us, that's the only connection to the mainland.
Oh, that's why it's so
Yeah.
crowded all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are not on the mainland. So how's it that the airport can do that?
The airport actually on the mainland, so
Oh.
we go to, so from here to get to the airport, you gotta go over a bridge.
I see.
Yeah.
And the bridge can be pretty crowded sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's get road like this morning was, the whole street was packed. Because this is the artery of the area, but one thing about Paloma is an old Portuguese fishing community. They've been here for 4 generations now.
Wow.
Now, some of my local friends here, they've been here for over 100 years.
They're
And-
really old.
So yeah, so and then you can talk to like this is used to be the tuna capital of the world.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You knew that, folks? So San Diego used to be the tuna capital of the world. Now, maybe you do know that. And it was the Portuguese that were doing the fishing.
Portuguese that all the fishermen's Portuguese here.
You know, one time Portugal was the superpower before England as far as shipping. And all that.
And that's when Gabriel, the explorer, he discovered the West Coast through San Diego. That's if you go down here about 5 miles from here, you get to the water, and that you actually have a Gabriel monument
Oh, that's
and the
right.
all original lighthouse still
Yeah,
there.
the monastery later and everything.
Yeah, you go past the military cemetery, and that's where Point Loma. You get to the point, and that's where he came.
So if you're visiting and you want to get some tourist advice, stop by the restaurant and things will tell you where to go. Which is great because this is a tourist area as well.
Yeah.
People come here for vacation, obviously. I came here for a convention, but oh, what a great find. All right.
Yeah.
So we are now going to talk about That's most popular dish, right? So, okay. Anything else you want to say about it as I bring it over?
No. So the next dish is really popular in special in the South in Saigon. This is what you see them in street food.
Right.
Very popular street food in Vietnam, and it consists of grilled pork, vermicelli noodle, vegetable, and herbs. So it's really nice summer dish.
So we have pictures on the New Food Reviews website. If you want to get more detail on that versus our live stream. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There's no earthquake in California. That's us.
And if you go to Saigon, this is like they sell this on the side of the street, and you can always know when you come up to a stall that sells this, you can see the smoke
And you
from probably like from half a mile away.
really,
Because they always grill meat, right? They usually have the kitchen in the front.
well, give us the name again of the dish.
They call bún thịt nướng. Yeah.
I said it right.
Yeah, you got it right.
Wow.
And they grill the meat out there. You can smell it, and that's they don't need to advertise anything. You be riding along on your motorcycle, and you smell it, and you see the smoke pillow up, and you just pull over.
Now, I've seen when people eat this, maybe they're crazy people, or maybe things where they take the hot sauce, they just put it all over.
Yeah, so sriracha.
Yeah,
Yeah, so here
Sriracha, throw that in the can.
sriracha. That's just like very typical.
This is a
Asian.
Vietnamese product.
This is a Vietnamage product. It's actually was made in Carson City. It's up in near Los Angeles. Yeah, and
Well, we should have them pay for the promotion, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
true. It's like the most popular.
it's most popular, and he started out in the early '80s.
And and so, were they recent immigrants? Were they from?
He's from Vietnam, so he came over US, I think 1979. He one of the original boat people from Vietnam. So he came to roast meat. I think he make this in his garage. And from the story I heard, he used to deliver them on his bicycle to local Chinese and Vietnamese
Everybody loved
restaurant.
it, so it kept growing and growing.
Yeah, it
I mean, you
keeps
see these
growing.
all over the country,
Yeah.
right? You've seen these, right? So if you never tried this as a spice, it's a nice, easy. I think he pretty much spread the idea of sriracha.
Yeah, so Rajan, and the formula, he keep the same formula from back then, and even his prices.
Oh,
He- He keep the same price for the last 40 years.
oh my gosh, well, maybe because he keeps getting more and more.
He
business.
keep getting more. So he said he doesn't need to increase the price. He didn't feel like he need to like get
Yeah.
every penny he can out of it. So
That's why every Vietnamese restaurant you go to, if they're
Yeah,
legit, they're gonna have
yeah.
sriracha there. Okay, well, you want to tell us anything else in the dish, or should we go ahead and try?
yeah, this dish, yeah, it's so that's what make it so popular is you can find them pretty much any street corner in Saigon, a lot of place, and then you serve them with just fresh vermicelli noodle and a lot of fresh herbs and vegetable. And
Remind me, we do connect later though, so we'll put the pictures up, but we'll add a little bit of the details, the information.
okay, yeah,
So it's a quick tour, and so this element,
yeah. So that's egg roll, the fried egg rolls.
and would somebody dip this as well? Would you have a-
Yeah,
have a
you can
separate
dip them
side
in
dish, right?
yeah. So dip in the fish sauce.
I like the soak, is that okay?
Yeah, that's why it's a seasoned fish sauce, so it's a little lighter already, so it's not too salty for you. Yeah.
Very nice.
Then for the noodle, you typically put all some of the fish sauce in there. You mix it up.
Oh,
You
you
can
do,
put some
okay.
sriracha in there if you want a little spice.
Oh, I think we should, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
You're gonna eat with me, right? Because we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
2 skewers.
there you go. And then
And how long, so these look really detailed as far as, look at that. Whoops. It's perfectly well done, I'd say.
yeah, so it's our long. We season this in house, so we we marinate. This is typical marinate overnight,
Oh.
and then it's pork shoulder, slide pork shoulder with herbs and different seasoning in it, and then we just grill them fresh when you order them. So it's
Hear that, folks?
just how they do in Vietnam. You just
Hey, look,
fresh
yeah.
grill, yeah.
And there is outside seating too. Not that he's gonna grill it outside for you, but it's really quite nice. And how many people can sit in your restaurant at once, typically, if you really?
Well, in Park we hold up to I think the capacity is 47 for
Legally.
indoor legally.
Okay.
Yeah, but we had up to 60 people here before. Sometimes we do event.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, you have that.
some of the local celebrities. Sometimes I actually have one of the local celebrities. He does have a nationally syndicated fishing program. Since we in the fishing
District,
village here, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so he's a fourth generation fisherman and he's a local fishmonger.
Oh,
So if you watching the Outdoor Network, it shows the
yeah,
fishmonger.
yeah.
He's a friend, so
Okay.
he actually have a market nearby. That's where I got all my fish. And
That was
seafood.
been around for a long time, and
Yeah, so-
it used to be advertised. I used to publish a radio newsletter.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, and then he did his show premiere here in this place, and when we did a premiere, it was over. I think over 200 people show up. So we
Wow.
high up everywhere, indoor and outdoors. And
Oh, that's really
yeah,
excellent. And I imagine you have a lot of takeout, right, to go, people want to take back to office or going.
yeah. So we do about 40% of our business actually taken.
And did that really start over COVID, or was it always kind of like
It's
that?
still, yeah, well, it started COVID actually really get the idea in because we never shut down.
Yeah,
So here in California, especially, we had a lot of shutdown orders,
okay.
opened up, shut down a couple of times. So we just have to adapt. So that's why you see those tables out there.
Well, we'll show that later,
Yeah.
the picture
And
outside.
then what we did during COVID was just crack open one the door, push on the table against it, and then we put the food down. People come in, they pay at the door, and they take the food home. So
Wow,
it's kind of a safe environment for everyone, and
that's really excellent.
that tradition kind of keep on. A lot of people actually
They never even sit down.
they
just
never
get
sit
thrown
down.
in.
They just come in and have some of my regular come maybe a week.
Well,
And
maybe
that-
they'll watch the show and they'll go, oh, we should sit
Yeah,
down and just
and
do
then-
the party. It's
Yeah.
excellent to do that. I love it when chefs, who are also the owners of the restaurant, will go out of their way to serve the community and then this becomes a recognized spot. And for other providers like the fishermen, they know to come here, which is
Yeah.
really, really
like,
amazing.
yeah, we have the military here, the fishermen. So a lot of like one thing they have in common is they have long trips.
They have long trips.
So they get a lot on me. So you got the Navy when they fly, and I got pilots that before their long trip to Japan or other bases, they come by and get a couple
Take it-
bag
take
of
it to
on
go.
me to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So
That's great because this will hold for quite some time.
yeah, same thing with the fishermen on the 2-3 day trip. They come in and get a big bag of food and
It's really good.
that lasts them. So that's become kind of like
All right, well, let's do a quick taste test for your,
Yeah.
your signature dish. Okay, so let's put some sriracha on. That's a good
yeah.
idea.
So
You pour the amount you're comfortable with.
yeah. So you do just a bit of that on there.
Okay,
Then you put some of your fish sauce on.
oh, yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
I just pour it right over
Just
that.
pour off on top of that.
Be that good or a little bit?
Yeah, that's a little bit more actually. Okay. All right, that's good.
And then I have,
And you just
okay, so we just did.
that way, yeah, we just actually just mix up a little because the vegetable, this is kind of like almost like a salad. So you got half noodle, half vegetable on the other side.
Oh, should I bring the
Yeah,
two together?
just bring the two together
Okay.
and
I'll have to lift up the
Yeah.
skewers.
may help you with this.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He's got clean chops.
Yeah.
And will people take the mint as part of it or just?
The minute, yeah. So you peel off the leaves and you just mix it all in. Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's right, I
Yeah.
should have done.
because
No.
I leave it aside because
Right.
part of it for the look, and also some people don't like mint
Mint
too much.
and-
A little, sometimes a little spicy to it,
Right.
and some people are not used to that. So,
Now, for the noodle dish, I've seen others that
Yeah.
it's almost more like a soup base with noodles
Yeah.
in, but
so
you're keeping it pretty light.
yeah. So actually, this is it's more of a dry. This is a dry dish.
Oh, dry dish,
Yeah.
okay.
So soup is the different ingredients.
But even though we put a little bit of the fish sauce on there,
It just so good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all so good. This thing is not the noodle is not seasoned at all.
right.
So you need a little bit of fish sauce and then just
Take a little bit of
Yeah.
spice with it. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna taste with me?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oops. And one thing I need to learn, even though I can use chops, there we go, I get the right amount to
Yeah.
whip it over there.
Yeah.
Okay, folks,
Okay.
cheers. Why do you say cheers in Vietnamese, or like, how would you say it before you?
In Vietnamese, I think it's the proper way of saying cheers is yo.
You're,
I mean, so they do a lot more for drinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when you click and then you and everyone just take it down.
Very good.
Yeah.
He's a professional, knows how to eat the frog.
Mm.
So it's very good.
Yeah, so you eat that and then you should peel some of the meat out. And then
Okay,
eat that with the noodle, or you can just,
I see. Because as a skewer, you can just take
yeah,
it
you
off.
take it out. And some people like to mix them with the noodle so
Oh,
they
okay.
get the flavor of the pork in the noodle.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And some people just like to eat it by itself, so that's it's
Yeah,
up
they
to
have
you,
to
but
put it on the
yeah.
skewers, put it in there as well.
Mhm.
Actually, you should just do separate taste on this. Huh? This is all night.
Yeah.
So again, he's mentioned this is gonna be, I guess, all night. This is gonna be. Um, this is what's sitting out all night.
Yeah, so we marinate this overnight. And then say in the morning we will put in the skewer and then we have it ready when people order, we just put it on the grill.
That's amazing. That is
That's
really
why,
amazing.
yeah.
This is your signature dish?
This is actually, yeah, this is one of the most popular dish that we have. We also do this in sandwich as well.
Oh, okay, what do you
Yes.
call that sandwich? Then?
It's the grilled pork
Grilled
sandwich.
pork
Yeah.
sandwich, yeah.
So grilled pork is same meat, we just don't put in a skewer. We grill over a flat grill
I see.
and we stuff the sandwich with it. And
Wow, that's amazing.
especially if you on the go, that's the easiest thing. And
I'll be taking some of this to the airport for sure.
yeah,
All right, well, why don't you give your address and website and everything and how people can find you if they want to
Yeah.
follow up with you as well.
yeah. So the best way to get our website is banmihoyan
SD, okay.
.com.
SD for San Diego, folks.
And then we also have my Instagram is at our banmi.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put that on there as well.
Yeah. And that's we do post every week. So if people want to follow us, just follow us on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way. And then we also always post on new dishes. I like to rotate my menu every month.
Every month.
So we do have special.
Oh, we have a big board. We should.
Yeah, we have so what I like to do sometimes is just introduce people to different Vietnamese dishes that because a lot of Vietnamese food is not there's no to a Vietnamese there's no Vietnamese food that's regional food. So it's mainly northern, central, and southern food.
Yeah, we should mention about that too. So if you've not been to Vietnam, you won't find a restaurant that offers a whole lot of variety. They're more specialized in what they offer. So you might want to talk about
Yeah,
that.
so in Vietnam is typically if you want pho, you go find a place that only sell pho. If you want this vermicelli noodle,
That's special.
that's all they do.
That's all they do. So
They do like 500 dishes a day, but that's all they sell.
that's all
So
you need to,
yeah,
right?
that's all you need.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if you want banh mi, you go find a banh mi shop. But usually not even a big shop that sell banh mi. They usually you find like cart
Oh, really?
on the street.
The carts, okay.
Because banh mi is truly a street food. It's easy to carry with you.
Right.
You can just stop by. Even a taxi. If you're in a taxi, you want to get some, they will pull over for you. Yeah, if you see that, they will pull over for free. You just roll out your window, they bring out that banh mi, and then
That's
you're
great.
good to go.
That's amazing.
And that's how. And then I was saying about the specials, like, cause I like, cause this area, people don't know much about Vietnamese food. They
Interesting.
think they pho a lot, and especially in US, people think of Vietnamese food. They think of rice
Right, right.
and pho or banh mi.
Or they confused like Thai food, maybe.
Yeah, so well, that's why, and then they don't a lot of time they don't really realize that there's a big variety of Vietnamese food, different dishes.
Right.
So on my special every month, I put new things on it, something I learned, some like different region of Vietnam.
How do you get to spread the word then? Like, I mean, people know they follow you changing the menu, but do you do tastings as well?
I do. Oh well, I used to have like quarterly. I have industry night.
Industry, okay.
Yeah,
How does that
so
work?
so we do set menu for usually half of my audience are industry people, different chef from the local
right, okay.
restaurants, and we also have like food reviewer and then just foodies.
And they'll come here or is it changed?
They will come here,
Okay.
and then usually the set price we do it online. We sell tickets.
All right,
And
okay.
they show up, and most of the time, actually, they only know what they eat. It. They just know there's some Vietnamese food.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a good idea. Have you started that then?
We started that, and then during COVID, we had to stop
Right.
because of the ordinance on how many people you can
Right,
put together.
right.
But Now people been asking for, so we probably bring it back soon
Oh,
on
just
that, yeah.
let us know about that.
Yeah, and then
That's
that's actually really fun because in those events I get to do a lot of off the menu stuff. So things that people, so one night we decided to do street food.
okay.
So we have different
You
kinds
do
of
have
street
things
food.
out-
We do outside. We actually set up a couple station outside. People walk by and they see how we grill everything on.
And so before that night
Mhm.
happens, industry night, are you sending out an email letting people know it's coming, or you got a sign, or?
We post them on Instagram and also on Facebook.
Okay.
So a lot of our followers, that's how they
Yeah.
reach us. Yeah.
I imagine it's pretty exciting when people want to try a new dish.
Yeah, and then a lot of time, yeah, they like it because it's things that you don't typically get in a restaurant.
Right, if as long as something interesting happening in the
Yeah.
area.
And then also fusion food. I had a local, sometime I got local chef
Wow, okay.
come in, we do a collab on that. So we did a Filipino Vietnamese night, we did a Italian Vietnamese before. Yes, we have a local, actually, he's a real well-known chef in the area.
Oh, which restaurant?
Yeah, he's retired now, but
Oh, I
he
see.
he used to work at all the major restaurants. He owned a couple of those.
Oh,
but
nice.
He's actually he won the national chef and
Oh.
Italian food and
Yeah, yeah.
from the Food Network
Food
before.
Network,
Yeah, he worked with more Lasage, all those big guys. Yeah, so
We'll
but
be
he
doing our own version down the road of,
Yeah.
voting best chef, the chef awards.
yeah.
That'll be fun.
So that's fun. He do Italian Vietnamese food, so we great. And then it's just different concept we do with the fishmonger. We did seafood dinner.
Oh, that's really
So
cool.
I have all the local seafood mongers come and talk about their products, and then they introduce that to different.
Oh, would they
countries.
bring fish?
Different fish, and they were all doing local fish.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, from
That's
the
really
local.
good.
Yeah, so that's
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Jenny, you really give us a lot of information, amazing food dishes. We'll have additional pictures at newfoodreviews.com. And if you're in San Diego, you got to come by. Anything else you want to say as we wrap up the show?
well. Look, thanks for stopping by, and it's been great chatting with you.
Oh, it's really wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna, continue eating and the links will be below. And for the live streamers, come on by and particularly food bloggers and the foodies, you got to try it because if you love Vietnamese food, this is probably some of the best I've ever had. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, it's Buzz Reporter. Welcome to New Food Review.